So 100 will be showing expansion to the upside or to the downside. But if we click this column header again, we can sort from lowest to highest. And now what we're seeing is names with RMV at 0. And what you want to do is just spacebar through and look for spots that are in strong context. Again, recent gap up with CENX, now forming a tight range. So this is a little bit more actionable than CCJ. If we go back up, this is forming a tight range over the past few days, but we're already extended in a trend. So I wouldn't be as interested in this. Maybe a swing trader would be, drawing a pivot here, and that would be a potential swing trade. But for me, I'm looking for a little bit more of a base here. Dave, tight recently, but a little bit immature of a base, sharp extension down, and still needs to work things out. Grail, a faster mover, tight range. This is more of a swing trade opportunity. I draw my pivot through here. This would be actionable just because it's more of a fast name. And that's why a shorter pattern works a little bit more. KC, expansion higher, tightening, but this is a choppy trader, so I'd ignore it. LEU, tightening, but needs a little bit more time. All right, METC, you've got expansion higher, potential for a swing trade. Let's see how fast this was. Yeah, so this is a really fast mover. So a short amount of time with RMV could be actionable through these highs. And again, I'd ignore this wick, draw the pivot through here. Also, you go ahead and draw it. And there you go. Add alert. Creech. All right. Let's bring back data panel. ALAB, again, I've drawn this pivot here, but it's just tightening. It needs a little bit more days. Roadblock. So again, you still need to do the work. You're never going to not have to do work. But what this does do, it allows you to get the tight ranges here. And then you can consider where the overall context of the tight range is happening. MP, again, recent gap power mover, tightening, a little bit of a setup day here. I've got this pivot already drawn from yesterday because I noticed the RMV 0 yesterday. Draw that pivot. So it's still on my list. Core weave, circle, forming a tight range, but still just a little bit, base bottoming here. So it wouldn't be necessarily on my radar. HIMS, expansion higher, and now tightening here, tight closes. Not necessarily actual, but potentially looking for reconfirmation. SMDC, and I'm looking for a name that has a more mature base. AVAV, this one, very tight closes recently, so I draw the pivot right through these highs. More of a swing trade type setup, and I want it through the high of the upside reversal. I'm looking for one with a more mature base, but we've been trending so long that there isn't really many with the base. All right, this one's okay. So again, tight range recently. RMV was really low recently, and it popped through that range, but now it's tightening right on top of that range. So that's actually still valid. And I draw a pivot right through all these highs, and that would be more of a consolidation versus this would be the range pivot. And you can see I did the same thing down here. MedPace, RMV lower just because we've had huge expansion.